We stopped and stayed in the backyard of a house in West Hartford, and we had a wonderful stay. And when we got up this morning, they had boiled eggs for us and fresh coffee, and it's been amazing. But day 50, and we're off and going. Happy trails. Okay, tonight's the night of catch-up.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So,
I never mind. All right, so
Repack actually did the closeout for day 50, but he asked if we could redo it.
I
so
have
we're
a
redoing
tendency
it.
to sort of ramble.
And he did it by himself, and it was quite long.
Yeah. So
anyway, the closing out on day 50, we started in Linda's backyard.
Yeah,
in West Hartford.
West Hartford, Vermont.
And it started as a road walk.
Well, wait a minute. Before we get that, Linda had chickens. And all around the backyard, there were lights that were flickering.
She had a chicken that crows like a rooster, but it's a chicken.
From what I understand, the lighting that was in the backyard was there to protect the chicken from foxes because the foxes had gotten into the chicken house. But that morning, mosquitoes had gotten a little rough. But that morning, before we left out of her yard, we had fresh eggs right out of the chicken coop.
Hard-boiled
eggs, and we had coffee, and the hospitality was great. The conversation was fantastic. They helped us they helped us make it through that next day. Like I said, we started in West Hartford, Vermont. We
did some road walking.
What was that? That wasn't Highway 12, was that?
I don't remember highway.
But we walked up the highway, and for about quarter of a mile, something like that, and had to turn onto another road. About 0.2 of a mile once we made the turn, there was a stand that had pastries and milk and sodas and whatnot.
Ice cold
and
sodas
it was just a stand,
ice cold water.
And there's a little QR code that said, if you get something here, please pay. But it was sort of there's this out in the country. There's just such a trusting feeling. So
Cute
anyway,
little stand though, but it wasn't long after that we were into the woods again.
We ran into into ND5, which we had not seen for a while
since Rutland,
and of course we ran into Swede a couple of times, and it was a wonderful day to hike. It was that was the first day that I can remember that it really felt pretty comfortable.
It was in the 60s most of the day.
Didn't keep me from sweating, but I mean, it was a good
great
day.
temperature.
We stopped at the Happy Hill shelter for lunch,
and there was a guy who came in. I can't remember his
Hopper, I think.
No.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
But we had a little bit of a conversation with the gentleman who stopped there. And we saw a lot of hikers.
We did.
A lot of southbound hikers on day 50. And once we came out of the woods...
Oh, we came out into, I think, now, you didn't go right into...
We came out of the woods in Norwich.
I thought we came out...
In Norwich?
Norwich was right
Vermont. There. And we were in a historic area, and the old houses were amazing and immaculate. So well kept. They were gorgeous, and we
were not going uphill.
We were going downhill for a little bit, but once we came out of the woods, we had a road walk that was a little bit over 2 miles,
and actually we went pretty much through the main portion of Norwich, and it's just a very picturesque New England town.
Yeah, we never got into the actual town. We were right on the edge.
But it was the old part of town. That they had the old church and they had the old school building. So, but anyway.
Once we got to the edge of Norwich, we crossed the Connecticut River, and it was a lot busier on the road when we got there.
Connecticut River and the bridge that went across it were... And
I took pictures of it. It had these...
You're there when you see this bridge, and this concrete bridge, and it has these...
Huge balls,
huge spheres. About maybe, I think, there are 5 sets of them, something like that.
But they were pretty substantial, and about halfway, 3/4 way across the bridge,
Vermont,
you cross from Vermont into New Hampshire.
Yeah,
and once you get across that bridge, you're going straight uphill again.
Yeah,
and it was on concrete
all the way to Dartmouth College,
and that area is beautiful.
Oh,
Hanover, it's a beautiful little city, and it is a college town,
and people are just so nice, just very, very nice.
When we crossed into town, when I do the charts on the end of this one, it's really different because we had to close out one mapping section into a new mapping session. So you'll see 2 different charts in there, but there's one that says 9.8 miles and one that says 0.8 miles. It's because it's 2 different areas of far out. It's crossing different ones.
And we hiked how many miles?
10.6 miles. But once we got into town, there was a place called Ramuto's Pizza, and they give through hikers a free slice of pizza. So we stopped there. And it was so good. We bought more.
And probably one of the least expensive meals that we've had in a while too.
And the pizza was really, really good.
She got one more piece of pizza. I got 2. Right.
Yeah.
And they were really good. It was really good.
And then we kept walking through town because that's the AT. It goes through there.
Yeah. Here's the kicker. You go into the town and past Dartmouth College, going up to, there's a grocery store called the Co-op, and then there's a gas station. let's go co-op gas, and there's the end of a baseball field, a fence. Those are all the fields for Dartmouth College. The football team, baseball team, soccer, lacrosse, whatever.
Every team they've got.
And you turn left.
That needs a field.
You go into this sports complex, and there's a sign that says "No camping," and that sounds a little counterintuitive.
The AT walks around all these fields, then tucks back into the woods.
We went in behind the fields, and then there was an entrance into the trees, and there you put up your tents. And as it turns out, our tent was pretty much right in the trees behind right field.
They were having a game last night,
and not only
that night.
We got in there pretty early. It was about 4:00, something like that. And so we got a chance to go into the co-op and
we got our tent up, and then we went into the co-op.
Get the tent up and look around a little bit.
There were a few things that we needed. We needed some more lunch packets because we didn't have enough for the next section, and they didn't have a lot of choices.
No,
but they did. We were able to get what we needed.
Right.
Then when we went back to our tent area, we
found some other friends of ours,
and we camped next to them.
Yeah, camped next to them. That was
Bobcat and
Condor, and that was really nice to just sort of sit around and talk to them a little bit.
And then
as we
they kept weather kept saying that Wednesday was going to be a washout.
So we decided to take a 0.
Coming back, and we did that 13-point-something mile day, and then a 10 followed by a 10.6 mile day, and the rocks aren't here, but we are doing substantially steeper climbs.
Yeah, it's pretty steep.
So we decided we were going to take a day. So we spent part of the evening getting things ready for reservations and trying to figure out how do we get the hotels in Hanover are way too expensive. So we had to stay out of town to get a hotel. But it rained all night. They had construction. You could hear construction workers most of the night from where we were. But it did rain all night. But we stayed dry inside of our tent.
Yeah.
Before the rain started, you could hear people cheering over for whatever game they had going on.
Right.
I think it was probably soccer.
Probably.
But it was a very good evening. Temperatures are starting to get into the 40s at night. So,
What did we do for supper?
Pizza.
Was pizza supper?
Pizza was supper.
But
pizza was supper.
Anyhow, it was a really good day.
It really was.
It was a good day.
Great weather, great people.
You'll see some pretty pictures.
Yeah. So we'll update you on day 51.
Are we ready?
Happy trails.